Hello, everybody, and welcome to day 41 of The Longing. With me, I still have Reece. Say hello, Reece.
No.
And I am currently collecting things like moss, coal, and disappointments, such that I can feed them to the face in the wall to give me answers. And I'm also trying to figure out what kind of stuff we should talk about. What we were talking about before I rudely interrupted us to end this episode and start this new
Uh,
episode.
Sunless Sea,
Oh, Sunless Sea, the video game. Yeah,
DLC.
well, also in Sunless Sea, it has this thing where you collect secrets, and secrets are literally just like the name of this thing that you have. Just I have 80 secrets or something. I have 4 secrets. I pay you 10 secrets, and it doesn't really make any sense. Like, if you give someone a secret, why does it go away and you can't give it to somebody else? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Uh, so it reminds me of that.
Well, I guess it is. Or I don't know. When does something become not a secret? Like, how many people have to know for
I
it
guess
to?
2. Or maybe it's
Yeah.
3 because I learned the secret from someone, then I got it, and then I gave
Who
it to
knows how
somebody
many
else.
people they told?
Good point. Or maybe it's a philosophical thing. Like, once I tell somebody else something that is a secret to me, it is no longer
Uh,
a secret philosophically.
that works. But is it a secret to the person who you told now? Because they haven't told anyone.
Exactly. Secrets are only secrets relative to the person who knows about them and has been told them. But then that doesn't work either because then, like, say I just learned calculus. Like, I was just taught
Yeah.
calculus. Everyone knows calculus, but by this logic that we've established, it's a secret up until I tell somebody about it.
No, I don't think. I think the only. I think there is a difference in that if you're telling someone something that they don't already know. Um, But I mean, that's still, you could come up with another example of how it's an extremely broad and something that just doesn't work and logically trying to define what a secret is. But I think that that's different and that a secret is, um, a secret doesn't become a secret when you tell it to someone who didn't know it. And I don't think it matters if you knew that they didn't know it, but if they didn't know it before you told them, then yeah, it makes it originally a secret or something. I don't know. This is getting confusing, but perhaps a point is there somewhere.
Perhaps. I feel similarly about the way when I talk about things in this series, I ramble and then I don't really know if the point I was even trying to make has gotten through or not. That's happened a lot.
Yeah, yeah. That's why it's easier to.
Script.
Yeah, well, I'm much better at arguing on the internet when I can plan out my paragraph, but
Exactly.
I don't get into arguments in real life because it just too hard.
Yeah. It is difficult.
Do we? Do you remember how much moss you needed? By the way, I
I think it's like 40, but I'm not sure.
think you only needed. I thought it was only 20. I
I
don't know.
think it's 20 coal, 40 moss, and 5 disappointments.
Yeah, I remember the first two. Yeah, well,
I know you recommended me to try Gantz, or that's what it's called, right? I haven't gotten around to it.
Gantz, I don't know,
What is
but
it? Oh, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how you say it. Um, yeah, what I already read was on chapter like 30 when I talked to you, and I think I got to 93, I think.
Hmm.
Um, Yeah, no, it's still really good at maintaining the whole, always managing to pull you into the next chapter,
Hmm.
sort of thing through those. We did have a big change now, which I still like. I've stopped reading it the past few days,
Hmm.
but I am like curious to still see what they're gonna do next because it's like 300 more chapters to do.
Ugh.
But I guess my brain just realized like, okay, this is one of the few good stopping points I'll maybe have. So I'll actually take the time to stop.
Stop forever.
Yeah, maybe. I drop stuff all the time. I guess I don't read manga that much, but stuff in general.
Hmm. Why, if you were enjoying it?
I don't know. I just get distracted with other stuff a lot. So lately I have been like, um, and I see talk about it a lot in this subreddit called patient gamers, where you aren't it's people who aren't like buying games within the first year. They're
Yeah.
just playing whatever they want whenever. There's a lot of talk of like a backlog and feeling like you have to complete backlog, and then you see just debate a lot of time there of like ignore that, just play whatever you want to have fun. But there's just um, I don't feel it all the time, but once in a while with games most often, but really with any uh media thing, I guess, books, comics, films, TV shows. I do just get this desire to just try and like complete as much stuff as possible. Uh, so like once in a while, I get into that, and but that's in like bursts, and otherwise I'm just always pretty much drawn to the next thing because um I don't know, I just like to reach some sort of understanding with I don't know exactly how to describe it, but I guess I like to know enough about something to understand some amount of references to it.
I
Uh,
understand what you're saying.
yeah, so I get like that a lot with, I guess probably with anime more than anything. I guess I haven't
Hmm.
watched much of it though. But yeah,
Then, yeah, everything you've
like I
described
and
is.
it,
You go first. You say words.
yeah. Well, I don't um like that mindset. I don't think is a totally negative thing. There are negative aspects to it, but like I completed a bunch of games that I had on Steam forever, but
Hmm.
never finished. Or I guess I didn't beat Super Meat Boy because the last level was bad, but I basically beat it, so I count it. But um, yeah, and I yeah, I just feel good that I spent money on those however long ago, and I finished them, and I did enjoy them. I did also played the first Infamous game on PlayStation 3. And that was one where I can see how the mindset is negative because there are good parts to that game, but I was like, consistently very frustrated, and I don't understand how it's a popular game at all. But yeah, for the most part, I don't think the mindset is as bad as like that subreddit generally views it, for example. So
Hmm.
so yeah,
Yeah, everything that you've said is something that I've dealt with and continue to deal with all the time, and sometimes in bursts, like you said. It's yeah, it's weird. I think people, they'll think of a mindset, any mindset, and they'll talk about what are the potential problems with that mindset, and then they'll dismiss it because it has some potential problems, even though, like, it's more complicated than that.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it doesn't um won't take away when you really do enjoy something, because like I've been doing that like these past few months. So within those past few months, when I really because when I really get into something, I do get kind of an obsessive personality,
Mm-hmm.
and probably the latest one of that was the South Korean show The Genius that I mentioned
Mm-hmm.
at some point. Probably like I really got into that, and I watched all of it really quickly and enjoyed like every part of it pretty much. Um, and there is an aspect of wanting to sort of try as as many things as possible, also to where it's like um, yeah, maybe if you took the time to complete all of them, you would still enjoy that. But if you try more stuff and maybe don't necessarily complete them all, greater odds of finding that thing
Mm-hmm.
that really really interests you. Um, yeah, so that's another part of it, I guess.
Hmm. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah. I don't think I could have said it much better myself. Everything that you've said. Yeah. I was like, for instance, I've been continually, I keep thinking like, oh, I definitely want to play Dark Souls 3. I bought Dark Souls 3 and I'm looking forward to playing it. But in reality, what do I do when I have free time? I spend like 2 hours straight watching every new Attack on Titan reaction in the came out today section on YouTube. I type in Attack on Titan reaction and then switch the thing to like videos that came out today. And I do that, and I'm so addicted to doing that that I check every couple hours. And usually I only watch the ones that I really want to, like that I already like. But sometimes I'll try new ones and get into it, like I was doing today, uh, and just spending so much time doing that. Oh yeah, I don't know when
People
I'm
just
gonna play Dark
reacting to
Souls
the
3.
episodes that you know came out like a year ago or whatever.
What'd you say?
There are people doing new reaction videos consistently to the seasons that have been out for so long already.
Yes, I was just watching somebody who just got to episode 17 of season 1 today, I believe. And then since I liked their reaction to episode 17, oh, I guess I better go watch the rest of their reaction videos. Uh, so, and there's usually like at least like 5 reaction videos a day uploaded by like all the different people, but usually only like one every other day is good. Except on times when like the season is coming out. At which point, when the season of Attack on Titan is coming out, basically all of my waking hours are spent listening to reactions while I'm doing other chores. All right, let's talk to the face. We have the coal, so we can do that. How can I overcome the darkness? Don't fucking tell me to light a fire, I hope. I will grant you my wisdom, but I demand an offering in return. Give 20 coal. Yet, the way to light is blocked by total darkness. You will only overcome darkness if you learn to become darkness. This way you will be invisible to it. But you will only achieve this if you delve deep, deep into your own mind in conscious loneliness. Can I ask him a second time? No, I just unlocked this. Okay. Well, that felt very useless. What do you think, Reese?
Yeah, I guess so. It's not a very like objective answer,
No, it
which I guess
didn't.
was expected for that question compared to the other two.
Yeah, it didn't feel like there was any like hint here of things to do through that. What I was worried about, and I think I was right to worry, was that it was going to be like in the game Dread Halls. Do you know about the game Dread Halls?
No.
Dread Halls is a VR horror game where you're walking through hallways with like a lantern and there are monsters and shit. And it seems like one of the scarier VR horror games, and it's been around since like the early days of the Oculus Rift. It's really old now, but still good. And there's these faces on the walls that are like, I'll give you advice if you give me coins. And you give them a coin, and they give you the most bullshit, useless information that isn't real information. And it just sucks. It's just a, why even bother putting that in? You know? Just to fuck with
Do
you.
we know what they do with the coins?
No. Because they're just a face on the wall. Yeah. I don't think I've been here, and I think it's been long enough to end another episode. So I'll see you guys next time.